Hey, good evening everybody. I wanted to do a Q&A from several questions that we got in our WhatsApp group. And if you haven't joined our WhatsApp group, you can find the link in the comment section. I invite you to join. We have a beautiful group of people. And as I continue these lessons, I asked the group to shoot me some questions that they have, which I'm sure a lot of you have been wondering to yourselves. So I wanted just to shoot these, and I'm not scripting these. I only read the first one, I haven't read the rest. I truly believe if you actually understand what you're talking about or understand what you're teaching, then you should be able to answer questions on the spot, just like a professor or anybody else, right? Any fool can know, but a wise man understands, which is why some of these answers are going to be a little deep. But really pay attention. You really want to understand subliminals more to where you get rid of more of the resistance that some of you are facing. Raphael, Raphael asked, I want to understand more. Does it all consist, do all the subliminals, I'm going to kind of change the words because I understand empathetically that these are not native English speakers. English is not their first language. So I'm going to kind of add in a couple of words to where some of you native speakers can maybe understand a little bit more. He asked, do all your videos consist of 528 hertz? Can we convert them into music, such as Mozart, Beethoven, and so forth, into 528 hertz? Not all of my videos contain 528 hertz. The first ones did, and then I started to write an affirmation that actually connects you to 528 hertz to where I don't need to be playing it in my videos anymore, if that makes sense. So we all understand your thoughts create the emotion or frequency that you're vibrating on. So I used an affirmation to actually connect us to the vibration of miracles, aka 528 hertz, that all of life scientifically vibrates on. Can we convert Mozart, Bach, and Beethoven into 528 hertz? I played the violin for, I believe, about 5 years as a teenager. I picked it back up, and, through self-improvement, not practicing the violin, but just through self-improvement, since everything starts with you. You can ask any professional athlete. It's really all about confidence and, the person's character. Through self-improvement, I was playing canon in D minor full speed, without even ever practicing canon in D minor. Full speed, no mistakes. In practicing the harp a little bit, I'm not saying that to brag, I'm just bringing in some credibility for, I'm not just pulling things out of my butt. Every note that you play on a harp or a piano has a frequency. So, but Bach and Mozart and Beethoven have already been written in different keys and different notes. And, you have different rhythms and everything going on. 528 hertz can be played with the music, which is mostly what people do, but you can't really coincide both, if that makes sense, or else it's just going to be the same note throughout the entire song. You can't really convert different notes into 528 hertz. It doesn't quite work that way, but you can play them simultaneously where it would work. His next question is, when English is not our mother language, or even worse, people who wants to hear the affirmations, I believe he's referring to, they can't speak and understand English. Will it also work the same as if English is your mother language? He's referring to the subliminal. See, you have to understand something. We have 3 and 4-year-olds speaking 2 or 3 languages. We have 7-year-olds speaking 2 or 3 languages. How? If you go to YouTube and you look up, you can literally, while you are asleep, listen to affirmations teaching you Spanish or Chinese or, Canadian. Wait a moment. a little humor there, right? But no, seriously though, you have affirmations that say the word in Spanish and then the word in English, and it plays to your subconscious mind. And through repetition, if your subconscious mind has ever, if English is not your first language, and you heard the definition to an English word, though, in your subconscious mind, the translation is there. It's there. I had in high school a very, very smart, believe it or not, substitute teacher that told us everything is already there in your subconscious mind. You just have to pull it out. And when I'm taking my test, I'm like, I don't think so, right? Because I didn't understand meditation and how meditation actually draws out your subconscious mind. Now, all of those, if English is not your first language, yes, all of those words and definitions are still in your subconscious mind. Now, if you haven't listened to a lot of vocabulary words, I'm still learning Spanish. I don't know a lot of vocabulary, so I wouldn't listen to subliminals in Spanish because I don't know enough vocabulary. A lot of the words and the affirmations are just going to go right outside of my head. Now, could the subliminal creator write the affirmations to where you connect your intuition to, there are ways you can make it work, but most subliminal creators are not considering that English or Spanish or Hindi is not your first language. So I would not recommend it. If English is not your first language, then you need to be careful. Do subliminals work similar to hypnosis that bypass our critical factor? Do subliminals work similar to hypnosis that bypasses our critical factor? I believe he's referring to our conscious mind, your conscious mind. Yes, that's the whole point of subliminals. And I don't mean to be rude, but that's the truth. That's the direct answer. And there's no stupid question, but that's how subliminals work, right? The subliminal is playing to where your conscious mind, or what he refers to as your critical factor, cannot hear it. Your conscious mind, if it hears, I am infinitely intelligent, well, a lot of people's conscious minds are going to reject that belief. That's why we have the subliminal, or the affirmation, being played so quietly. Your conscious mind can't hear, I am infinitely intelligent. So guess what? Over time, your subconscious mind cannot differentiate between fact or fiction, which is why we use subliminals. This is all psychologically and scientifically proven. We use subliminals to bypass what he refers to as our critical factor, or what a lot of us say as your conscious mind. You have your conscious mind and you have your subconscious mind. And when you are thinking and responding to life instead of just reacting all the time, you then are using your thinking conscious mind to, you can reject or you can accept an idea. If someone says you're fat, it's your decision if you're using your critical factor or your conscious mind if you want to accept or reject that you're fat. And if you believe it, then over time, by jolly gee, your subconscious mind is going to manifest really bad health. So yes, hypnosis. I don't know. It depends on what hypnosis you're referring to. If you're referring to a traditional maybe sleep hypnosis or hypnosis for drug addiction, yes, it's somewhat similar, but hypnosis, the styles of hypnosis that I understand or am familiar with, is more. There's more metaphorics. There's more analogies. There's more of, yes, you're bypassing the conscious mind, but you're doing it through a lot of different techniques. Subliminals are very straightforward. You're just playing the affirmation quietly to where your conscious mind can't hear it, but your subconscious can. But you still are consciously choosing, obviously, what subliminal you want to listen to. And the most important part is who's making those subliminals. By jolly gee, you better be careful who's making your subliminals. It's a lot, as I said earlier, it's a lot more important than just what you're eating. It's way more important than what you eat. And a lot of us are very careful about what we eat. So you better be very careful who's making your subliminals. That was the end of Raphael's questions. Arusa, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I messed up your name. I still love you and I still appreciate you. She asked, subliminals change our life sooner or later. Subliminals change our life sooner or later, right? We must be patient to see results, right? Till then, we must continue listening to subliminals every day. I'm so sorry if I have grammar mistakes. Yes, subliminals will change your life sooner or later. It takes time. Unless if you want to be foolish and force things, which is very dangerous and creepy, but not just creepy and dangerous. If you start forcing things, you have a lot of problems. You can go watch my lesson on why forced subliminals don't work, or why they're dangerous. In the long term, they don't work. Over time, just like working out and anything else in life, your subconscious mind is a natural occurring instrument that we all have. It's naturally occurring. So yes, over time, we're going to see results. Anything that is natural, just like a tree, you can go study a tree, you can go study a bush, you can go study a flower, you get the point. Go study life. Everything takes time to develop and grow. We must be patient. Yes, I just explained to you why. Patience is a deep understanding. Okay? Hey, Seiluke. How long will the subliminal results stay permanent after listening to it for 3 months? Okay, that's a great question. And there is some misunderstanding there. Hey, Seiluke, how long will the subliminal results stay permanent after listening to it for 3 months? Every subliminal is written with permanent results. So if you are listening to, I'm trying to think of a good explanation. If you are listening to, excuse me, I'm going to turn off the AC. This does not sound good. That does not sound good. Okay. Okay, excuse me. I don't think you can concentrate with that play. What you have to understand is, okay, with the subliminal, you have an affirmation being played. My subliminals, I list all of the benefits of each affirmation to where you know what you're consuming in your subconscious mind. Every affirmation is written for permanent results. So every time you listen to the subliminal, you already have permanent results. The more you listen, the more bigger and better results you're going to have that are going to still be permanent. So a tree does not ever die. And I'm going to use this analogy for you can really understand. A tree does not die, right? A tree just keeps growing and growing and growing. But a tree, just like your subconscious mind, is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. But it's going to permanently be there, that tree, right? Unless if, all of you smart Alex say, well, we can chop down a tree. But you get the point. So we are building more and more and more permanent results. However, we understand that a tree, can still turn yellow, or a tree can still start to die. It's very difficult, and very rare that a tree will start to die. But it does happen, right? So you will have permanent results unless if you start to face some kind of outward repetition or resistance. For example, the whole pandemic going on right now, unless if you are thinking and responding to life, you are just going out there and reacting, your results could stutter. Your results could start to go away. But if you are actually thinking with your conscious mind and deciding if you're going to reject or accept what people are telling you or what you're hearing, then no, your results will become permanent forever. Now, it's good to water a tree. It's good to give a tree nutrients. So what I recommend is you listen for the 3 months or however long it takes to get the results that you desire. It should never take more than 3 months unless if you're listening to bunk or you have some other issues going on. Go watch my video on when you face resistance. But if you have the results that you desire and you got them, I only recommend maybe listening once a week or twice a week or every other week, just to kind of water and give your subconscious mind, paradigm a little water. The mind is always active. Okay? Thank you. Hello, Seiluke. Okay. Okay, where were we? Okay, here we go. Hi, Luke. Can I add to all the above questions? Does it matter if we listen to it while we are awake, or will the results be the same if we listen to them while we're asleep? Many thanks. Okay, that's a great question. It all depends. It all depends. Are you a light sleeper or are you a deep sleeper? And a light sleeper, I mean, do you wake up easily during the night, or are you a deep sleeper who doesn't wake up during the night? If you're a deep sleeper, then you have the privilege as a deep sleeper to listen to subliminals while you're asleep. When you are asleep, your subconscious mind is completely wide open. And I don't know how else to say this, but literally, it's like your subconscious mind is wide open when you are asleep, and your subconscious mind is relaxed. So I mean, don't start thinking perverted things, but I mean literally, I mean your subconscious mind is relaxed and your subconscious mind is open when you are asleep. So when you listen to subliminals, you're just, I mean, I've had people listen to our subliminals while they're asleep and they see results so fast. So fast. There's no, I mean, it's like, I mean, your subconscious mind is asleep, boom, you know, they get results so fast. So yes, it's good to listen to subliminals when you're asleep, if you can. If you can. And maybe some of you, we wake up really easy. I wake up 2 or 3 times a night. Usually twice a night. I wake up 1 or 2 times a night. I can't fall asleep with a subliminal. If you are like me and you are a light sleeper, then you need to learn how to meditate and breathe, consciously breathe, like Wim Hof, consciously breathe, and you need to learn not just how to consciously breathe, but you need to learn how to relax and guide your breath, just like yoga or meditation, to where when you are awake, you are so relaxed and you are so just calm to where you want to listen to your subliminals. I believe that was the end of the Q&A. I really appreciate the questions, everybody. I believe we could have tackled some other questions that other people have. I'm going to upload this video tomorrow. I got some messy hair. I think I need to go take a shower. It's time to take a shower. It's 9:30 here. It's getting late at night. I love all of you. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for wanting to improve your life. Thank you for wanting to gain more knowledge or awareness. The more awareness you have, the more possibilities you have. The more awareness you have, the more abundance you have. So don't ever stop watching these videos. Don't ever stop learning. Never stop pushing yourself to gain, more of the truthful, unbiased understanding of whatever it is that you're doing. I love all of you. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, beautiful, beautiful night.